Hey guys, Shane here from Organics Agency. So in this video, I'll be doing a website case study of Medical Waste System. So Medical Waste System is a company that came to us when they were struggling with GoDaddy. They had issues with their email not coming through, basically certain forms, right? Customers would say that they would fill out the form on their website, but no leads would actually come through to their website. So they were referred to us by, I think, her sister-in-law. So it's the owner is a lady, and her sister-in-law referred them to us because we were already working on their website. They're kind of like both in the junk removal industry, and so when it came to us, we had quite a bit to do. We had to move their first of all, move their domain away from GoDaddy so that they're on a better domain platform, much easier to work with like other contractors and also to delegate access. And then we also had to get them like better hosting. So and that was before we actually start with the SEO, because the SEO starts with the website, and that's why I tell people invest at least a bit of like cash into a proper website, because if you get a ton of traffic and you're sending that traffic somewhere where you're gonna miss out on maybe like 90 or 95% of the leads or the traffic that's coming that way, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense to invest a ton of cash into SEO or ads and then send that traffic to your website where it just looks like crap. So we started with the website, also because, right, if you do the website properly, you have less work during the SEO phase because a lot of the technical stuff will have already been sorted. Or if you work with us, we once we've built a website, we also do a full technical audit, a full on-page audit of the entire website. So we make sure that it's SEO ready. And then so once you start doing SEO, you don't need to play, right? You don't need to start like cleaning up a ton of stuff. Of course, you need to continue optimizing it, optimizing based on like what you see the competitors are doing, but you really don't need to play cleanup. There are certain websites that come to us that look pretty okay, which means that we don't really need to rebuild those websites, but we have to like clean up a lot of stuff, and it just takes a lot more resources, a lot more time, and therefore it would cost the client or take the client a bit more time. So we started with a website, and if you want to see what that website looked like before, I was able to like retrieve some screenshot. So right now, if you look at what's here in terms of like the website, or in terms of the logo, their logo is gray, red, and white, and the website had like no proper branding. They're using green and white. It might be great for the medical industry, but it's not great in terms of like branding. And as you can see here, this also not really that good. And the same counts for their service pages. All of their services were cramped up on like one page. And that's just not good for SEO. It's not great for conversions. You really want to target one keyword per page. One keyword per page. So we came in, and what we did was, let me see if I can pull it up. Yeah, so what we did was we found a pretty nice design. We sent a couple of designs her way. So it was, I think, with like four different designs. And then we landed on like this specific design or structure, because the end design is a bit different than the initial designs that we showed her, just because I really wanted to make it a nice flowing website and just well branded. Like when we build websites, or when I build website, I pour my heart into it because I want to deliver something that I would like to also own, or something that I'm proud to share with the world. I'm proud to look back at it and say, hey, we designed that, we built that, and it's well built from a technical standpoint, design, and also for like on page, right? So, and of course, with SEO, there are a lot of different like methodologies or strategies out there, but we at least lay the groundwork in order for whoever you work with afterwards to right, to take it over and just continue with SEO. So normally we send over the design to the client, or we build out the home page first, and then we agree on that. Once we have the home page, we can then quickly build out the other pages using one or two developers. If we really want to go faster, we use two developers, and otherwise you have like one developer working on there. So right, we send over an onboard form that we get all of the information that we need in order for us to to perform well in order for my team to know exactly what you want. And yeah, so there's a bit of back and forth, but generally speaking, I put in a lot of work in terms of like your competitors and seeing what your competitors are doing and what should be on your website initially. And of course, if you have a large competitor, you don't want to spend maybe like, a couple grand on 100-page website. If you're just starting out, you really just need like anywhere from like a 7 to 20-page website. And if you're already established and you want to go the extra mile, we can do like a 30 or 40-page website where we also build out all of the location pages. So this design here, it scrolls really well. It's really easy on the eye. And if I'm very critical, one of the parts of like improvement that we would need to like improve on is just adding more custom images into onto the page. With this business owner and the nature of their business, it's just really difficult to find or to get professional images from them. So the images that they use or they sent us were, well, it wasn't that many images, and the quality was not that good. So yeah, and then also the nature of the industry, you don't want to like showcase your clients. There's a lot of they actually still respect privacy and whatnot. So but either way, it's a great website design wise, and these images, if they ever have like a photo shoot or better images, they can always just come to us and we'll swap out all of those images. So this is pretty good. Now up here we see like the first initial stage. These were their top 3 services. So they do medical waste disposal, compliance and training, and safe and secure, right? They provide containers. Now we also lay the groundwork because here, as you can see, these are the sites of care, or basically the industries that they work with. So later on, there could be a tab here that just says like industries and all of these different things here, and there are more, where they could actually just build out a separate page targeting each of these keywords, each of these industries. So another thing that we also did was we checked, what location pages, what area pages are you going to need in order to rank on the regular search and in order for your Google My Business to perform really well. So we went ahead and we built out 50 different location pages for this website. And you might be wondering, hey, I only see like 5. Where are the rest? Well, it's not visible for a regular customer that comes to the website. It's not necessary. I think, yeah, I don't even think that if we click here, no, you're not gonna see it. The only way you're gonna see it is if you actually do an audit on the site, and then you'll basically be able to like pull up all of the location page, which most people are not gonna do unless it's an SEO that's trying to like figure out what we did and how we were able to rank this business owner. And I'll tell you, it comes down to like much more than just a couple of like location pages. So also the About Us page, testimonial page, these are all pages that were created and structured by us, and that currently are good enough to get by. They're good enough to continue with business, but eventually we want a well-written About Us page, a well-written, or at least a well-structured testimonial page with a ton of testimonials. And the same for the service pages. Now, when clients work with us, and we have that, like for example with a restoration company, where I built his site, I took the content that was initially on his website and basically like infused it into his new site. Now, that meant that the design eventually didn't look that great in terms of like the amount of content that's on the website. So I had to go back in and actually restructure some of the sections and whatnot. But then also my SEO team, once they start and they get to work, right, we start writing really powerful articles, and we don't just stop at like 700 or 800 words, right? We analyze your competitors using various tools, and then basically those tools tell us how much content should be on a page for it to stand the best chance of ranking. So if it spits out that we need 3,000 words of content, right, 2,000 words, 2,500 words, or just 1,000 words of content, that's what we're gonna write. Now, we don't do all of that in the design phase because it would be too expensive. Just to produce an article like that, it's at least $100 in terms of like the amount of words and the amount of time that goes into it, especially for a medical industry. So let's see, Let's see if I forgot anything. So another thing that we did was we integrated her forms into her website. There's also a login portal for her existing clients, so that's great. And then as for like I said, we migrated her domain over to Namecheap, gave her full access and everything, and then we also set her up with hosting on Cloudways. So we like Cloudways, there's Cloudways, and then we also have our own private servers where we host, or we have like our own maintenance client on. And these maintenance clients are basically, once the website is done, we can manage the website for you so that it stays up to date, because on average most websites kind of get outdated after like a year and a half, and then you already start seeing a lot of issues, and you might have to like hire an expensive developer to fix all of the issues, or you might be forced to redevelop or rebuild your website from scratch. So we don't want that. So once it's done, it's kind of like an insurance policy. We take care of everything from like security to website speed optimization, any kind of like edits that she needs, we would take care of that. So yeah, that's basically it once the website is done. Now I think that's about it. If you'd like more information about our services or like what's included in our website, head over to organicsagency.com, and if you hit web design, you'll essentially like see our pricing here, and this might change over time, because our websites are worth at least double what you see here. But yeah, right now I just want to provide as much value to the clients that I have, because right now, when we started building this site, we like there was a certain end goal in mind, but once the website is complete, we also need to set up automations. We also need to set up different things on the back end in order to make life easier for you, and for you to get the best out of the amount of traffic or leads that are coming your way. So this is about it. What's in it, right? We guarantee, actually we guarantee that you'll be happy with a website, or you don't pay, and that's just because we show you what we're gonna do before we actually do it. Where if you go on like any kind of like other platform out there, or you hire a random person, they might just actually start building, and then you end up with a website that you don't actually like. So that's one of the cool benefits of working with us, by the way. So yeah, that's about it. If you need a full website audit and you want me to like look over your website and tell you what needs to be improved, or whether or not you need a web redesign, just reach out to me and I will do a quick 10-minute video audit just like this one, just explaining you, walking through you to the website and telling you what needs to be done. All right.